Wow. WWE actually did the unthinkable. They actually had a good pay per view. That's just my opinion. But what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Lee Walk 71, replaced Day with a 4. And I'm here with my WWE Evolution, not the tag team, pay per view review for you guys. Just in case you don't know what WWE Evolution is, it is the all women's WWE pay per view. The first time ever, big historical event. WWE treated it that way. They had a red carpet. They had a pre show, but the pre show didn't even have any matches, which was weird. So it was literally straight talking and interviews for 1 hour, and I'm surprised that I actually got through it. It was really background noise because I was still laying in bed. So by the time I got to my seat, it was cool and whatnot. But yeah, honestly I thought the show wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty good. I like the NXT Women's Title match, the SmackDown Women's Title match. The most of the matches were like good, like they weren't bad or they weren't boring or they didn't feel like they were dragged out. Now I do have a complaint about the Mae Young Classic finale, but I'll talk about that when I get there. So let's get to the actual show. Now, I also want to mention this before I talk about it. I think this show had to be produced by Triple H. This show had a lot of NXT influences in it. And I say that because they had the Rock intro. You know what NXT does at certain takeovers. They have whatever band does the main theme song, and they'll perform the theme song in a live band. And then on the Titantron, it would be just highlights of everything that's going to happen in NXT tonight. Well, they did that for this pay-per-view. They had Nita Strauss perform in the middle of the ring. If you don't know who she is, she was the chick that performed during Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance at WrestleMania this year. And they had some chick perform. I can't tell you who she was, but she was, I guess, like a famous rock woman music. I listen to rap music, so I can't tell you. But we opened up. Oh wait, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Another NXT influence was that they darken the crowd so that you can be focused directly into the ring. Now, whether that be production or if it's just there was empty seats in the arena, because this show did not sell out at the Nassau Coliseum. But they just darkened the crowd so you can actually get so you're focused on the actual match and not what's going on around. That's something New Japan perfects a lot as well. And then they also had the barricades, but it wasn't the regular barricade. It was the steel barricade with a cover over it. But that's just me. Yeah, I liked it though. It was cool. It was something different. They even had a different stage. I thought they was going to use the same generic SmackDown stage they've been using for all their pay-per-views. They actually had a unique stage that was kind of cool for the most part. But we opened up with the tag team match that was originally supposed to be two separate matches. They got combined, and then just everything just messed up with this match. But we had Trish Stratus and Lita teaming up to face Alicia Fox and Mickie James with Alexa Bliss in their corner. Now, originally this was supposed to be Trish Stratus versus Alexa Bliss, and then Lita versus Mickie James. But as of recent, Alexa Bliss has been getting hurt a lot. She got hurt. It was some arm injury, they said. It was like reported after her match with Ronda Rousey at Hell in a Cell. She had an arm injury, so they felt like, oh, she could still go, but we'll just combine them and make a tag team match. So it's pretty much been a tag team match between Trish and Alexa. Trish and Lita versus Alexa and Mickie James. They kind of confirmed it on TV when Lita came back at the Raw in Chicago. Then after that, like the literal couple days before the pay-per-view, it was announced that because of a concussion that she suffered during a live event, that Alexa Bliss is not going to be in this match. So they replaced it with Alicia Fox and Mickie James. Well, Mickie James was already in the match, but they replaced it with Alicia Fox, and then they tried to do something on Raw to kind of, have something to work off of, but it really didn't matter in this match. So they both came out. Then after that, Alexa Bliss came out in full ring attire too, which is even more kind of sad that she can't compete because she keep getting hurt. And she was basically just saying, y'all got to turn up your hearing aids so y'all can hear what I'm talking about, yada, yada. Whatever. Alicia Fox and Mickie James came out. I think they were trying to do a Alice in Wonderland gimmick with their clothes or attire because, this show is very close to Halloween. I don't care about Halloween. Ooh. So yeah, this tag team match was a cool opener. It was actually better than I thought. I thought Lita was gonna kill herself when she did the moonsault, but she actually hit the moonsault. She even overshot it, but still connected. there was a big botch in this match where the referee was counting. He pretty much almost counted 3, and he stopped himself so Alicia Fox could make a save. But yeah, it was a good opener. It was nothing crazy. I thought the match was gonna be worse, and it wasn't. Because I mean, I haven't seen Trish Stratus wrestle in a match since I don't know when. Last time I seen her was, I mean, she was in the Women's Royal Rumble and she was okay in that. And Lita, God, Lita is not as good as she used to be, and she can't do commentary worth a damn neither. So for this to be their first like real match back, it wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty good. So yeah, it was a cool opener. The Trish and Lita won. When Lita hit the moonsault and didn't kill herself, and then Mickie James caught a head kick from Trish Stratus, and boom, they won. So then after that, we got the Women's Battle Royal. If you didn't know, the Women's Battle Royal is basically they take everybody in the company right now that they didn't put in a match. Basically, we have nothing for you, so we'll put you in a Battle Royal, put some legends in there so we can have legends in here, and the winner gets a title shot. All types of people in this match. If I want to get a report off of Wrestling Inc. so I can get not all the names, but some of the more notable names, because I don't think they made a list. Okay, so Naomi came out first, which is interesting. A few other people, notable people. Michelle McCool came out. Alundra Blaze. Maria Kanellis was in there. Maria. Maria and Mike Kanellis. Surprisingly, Maurice wasn't in it for a few seconds. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay came out last. What's the sad part was Asuka's entrance came out, and I felt so sad because it was like, this isn't the same chick that I was watching at NXT like a year ago. Ivory was in this match. Let's see who else. I mean, you have Ember Moon, who I thought was gonna win. Kelly was in this match, but she really didn't do nothing. Molly Holly was in here. Nia Jax. All the other people that didn't have a match that's an active member on the roster was in here. Then sprinkle in some old people, like I said. But yeah, I had Ember Moon winning this match, which she did. Nia Jax ended up winning, which I kind of feel some type of way about that. But I had Ember Moon winning because it seems like Ember Moon is the only one out of all of these that WWE hasn't fucked up yet. Like, Ember Moon has won most of her matches, and she's actually, like, she looks strong. Like, she's not like some random chick on the roster. Like, she actually looks like she would win, and it would make sense and everything like that. So I'm not gonna go into every elimination because I don't think it really matters. Because I mean, they got people out of there quick. Like Peyton Royce and Billie Kay literally cut a promo, and they got like the biggest pop. Like almost all the chicks got a pop. Even Dana Brooke, which surprised the hell out of me. Everybody got a pop, right? And Peyton Royce and Billie Kay got the biggest pop. They were talking crap, and then eventually they got eliminated. They're like the first people to get eliminated. There was Sonya Deville got eliminated by her friend. What's that chick name? Mandy Rose. She eliminated her and then looked all stupid. There was a point where Carmella does the dance break gimmick because she's a face now, and that's what she and R-Truth do now. They do a dance break, and she did a dance off with Ivory, which confused the hell out of me, but at the same time it didn't. I guess if it was the Rice to censor Ivory, she would have shut that shit down. But we got the regular Ivory. She did a crossbody. Alundra Blaze was in there for all of like 10 seconds. She got eliminated by Nia Jax. There was a funny part in the match. They had Nia Jax and Tamina in the middle of the ring. Everybody's like looking to see what's going to happen. They end up trying to do the Roman Reigns ooh-ah because, Roman Reigns, got diagnosed with leukemia last week. Shout out to Roman Reigns. My prayers are with you, fam. They did the Roman Reigns ooh-ah, but it wasn't complete. And then they just start going at it with everybody. Then Lana tried to do something. She tried to actually attack them, and they got her the fuck up out of here. So we get to one part in the match I really liked, which is sad because it's like that was a good time, which was when they had Ember Moon and Asuka had a face-off, and they was looking at each other. The crowd instantly chanted NXT because they know what's going on, and they went at it, hitting all their moves. They had the same facial expressions too, as if nothing has changed, like as if Asuka hasn't lost a bunch of meaningless matches. Like they had Asuka smile, and then they had Ember Moon look scared, like how their feud has pretty much been in NXT. That like Asuka is gonna whoop Ember Moon's ass, and Ember Moon's just like not scared, but she's trying to get through it type shit. And then eventually Ember Moon got back And then they fought, and then Ember Moon eliminated Asuka, and I was like, oh damn, she finally won up to Asuka because she lost both of their matches at Takeover. And then even if you remember from the Women's Royal Rumble match, Ember Moon came out, and then she got eliminated by Asuka because Asuka, like always, was smarter than her. She outsmarted her. Basically, she worked on her arm, and then that's how it was either her arm or her leg. I believe it was her arm. Yeah, it was her arm because that's when Shayna Baszler did the little arm thing. So she attacked the arm and got her out of there. So now it's like a callback. I actually like that. Then we got to the final three, which was Tamina, Nia Jax, and Ember Moon. Okay, so Tamina was trying to do something. Ember Moon got out of there. She actually hit a eclipse on Tamina. They got Tamina out of there. I don't know if it was Nia Jax or Ember Moon. So we get down to them two. And they're trying to recreate the Chris Benoit Big Show elimination where the person is holding on to the other person, trying to get them out of there, trying to do that. And eventually they had Zelina Vega, who was never eliminated. She just came out of nowhere. It looked like she eliminated them, but they were still on the apron, so she was celebrating like she won. And then Nia Jax got her out of there in the worst possible way. And I'm pretty sure she injured Tamina because she picked up Zelina Vega for a press slam and threw her over the top rope, and she fell directly on Tamina, and it looked like she fell on her leg because Tamina was holding the hell out of her leg, and she just came back from a leg injury. So what the, like, bruh, she can't never catch a break. So then we get to the last two. It's Ember Moon and Nia Jax, and Ember Moon got eliminated by Nia Jax. It was literally she tossed her out like a damn child. So Nia Jax is the new #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. If you want my thoughts on it, I'm not a big fan of it. I would rather have Ember Moon win because Ember Moon, like I said, seemed like she's the normal one that hasn't been messed up with yet on the main roster. And then for Nia Jax, she hasn't done anything since she lost the title in June. Now, granted, she was injured. When she came back, she wasn't doing nothing. She was teaming up with Ember Moon. Then eventually Ember Moon beat her in a triple threat match. So it's like she really hasn't done anything, and now she has an instant title shot. Now, I would love for WWE to continue the story between Alexa Bliss, Ronda Rousey, and Nia Jax because Nia Jax lost her title, and she never got her rematch. She lost her title in a Money in the Bank cash-in from Alexa Bliss because she was facing Ronda Rousey at Money in the Bank. I remember because I was there. And they never went off of that dynamic. When Nia Jax came back, she wasn't looking for whoever the champion was. She was just doing dumbass tag team matches or whatever. So that's just what she was doing. And now she's the #1 contender. So I guess they're trying to continue what happened between Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey, but they could have done it much, much better. Then the next match we got was the Mae Young Classic finale, as we had Toni Storm versus Io Shirai. Now in this match, I had Toni Storm winning, and Toni Storm did win, but the match could have been 2 times better. It was good, it was cool, but it could have been way better. It's essentially what Shinsuke and AJ was at Mania. It was good, but it could have been way better. And I don't know what it was. They had time because the show ended early. The show was supposed to end like 9 minutes ago. It was like 9:39 my time. It's 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central. The show was supposed to be over 9 minutes ago. The show ended a while ago. And yeah, the match, it was like the crowd wasn't in. I won't say they weren't into it because they got into it during certain parts, but they were silent for Io Shirai's entrance. They made somewhat of a noise for Toni Storm, and it's crazy because Toni Storm is going to be carrying the women's division in like 4 years. She's going to be the face of the women's division. This is the first time they're seeing her, and they're not reacting. It's whatever, though. I don't expect them to, essentially these are 2 strangers to them. So they had the NXT women's ref. They did the whole thing. They had the trophy, yada, yada, yada. And honestly, the match was so fast. Like, I could tell you the few things I actually liked. I liked that there was a German suplex spot on the apron. Io Shirai hit a moonsault to the outside, I believe. Toni Storm hit a storm. What did she call that shit? The Storm Zero, which is a tiger bomb for a near fall. Io Shirai hit the double knees in the corner, went for the moonsault. What's her face? Toni Storm countered it and hit the Storm Zero and won the match. That's pretty much it. It was a very WWE match. It wasn't a Mae Young Classic match. Honestly, the semifinal matches for the Mae Young Classic was better than the finale match. And that's kind of messed up because the finale match is supposed to be the big match. And they had, I would think they would have time for this match. But yeah, it was, I don't know. Like, It could have been better. The match could have been way better. It could have been way better if they just let them do what they've been doing at the Mae Young Classic. Maybe if they had the audience that they had, they would allow them to do it. But this is WWE, so you're not gonna get these big matches unless it's like between two big stars. They're not just gonna give it to anybody, I guess. Like in NXT, you can have a big match with just not two random people, but two newer people, and it would be good, and everybody will try to be as good. But like on main roster, if you ain't no top star, you ain't getting no top match, no matter what it is. So yeah, that was that. I just was like, oh, the match is over. That was quick. Could have been better, but it was an okay match. It was cool. And match of the night, like I thought it was. It was like one of the few matches I was actually hyped for. So after that, they celebrated. Io Shirai and Toni Storm both got flowers, and Toni Storm got the trophy, and she is now the 2018 Mae Young Classic winner. Now the question is, are they going to do the same thing they did last year with the winner, and that is make the winner, like, does the winner get a NXT title shot at the next takeover? That's what they did at takeover War Games last year. And I'm not even gonna mention the spoilers, but just you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know what direction they're going in with the NXT Women's title, and the reason is because of this show. So it's whatever. So the next match we got was the Riott Squad versus Sasha Banks, Natalya, and Bayley, aka the Boston Hug Connection. This match wasn't that bad, but I felt like the Riott Squad could have won this match because honestly, them winning meant nothing. The Riott Squad got a lot of offense in. If there was a women's tag team title, this should go to the Riott Squad. They're like the best unit on the main roster, honestly. Better than the Shield, because I don't know how the Shield is. They just all over the damn place until now. Yeah, this match was cool. I'm sorry, I might be getting sick, but this match was cool. I pay attention most of the times. I pay attention to the Sasha botch. Oh my god, that was bad. That was bad. That was not good. The Riott Squad got offense in. But let's get to the botches, because that's the best part of the match. So Sasha Banks had a hot tag where she was gaining momentum, and she decided to go for a springboard move to the outside. So Sasha decides to hit a flip over the top rope to the outside. What she did was she caught no air with it, almost killed herself. The Riott Squad caught her and flung her little ass into the barricade, and that shit looked like she broke her neck. I was like, bruh, Sasha can't be doing these suicide dives and these fucking planches and shit. She can't be doing this, and I'll tell you why. Cause she gonna fuck around and actually kill herself. She's going to, like, God prevent it, but she's going to literally make the suicide dive. She's going to kill herself doing this dumb shit. And Bayley ain't getting away with this shit neither, cause she fucked up too. Yeah, the most impressive person in this match, surprisingly, was Liv Morgan when she got some offense in towards the end on Natalya for like she had a little jumping code breaker or some shit like that. That shit was kind of clean. Let's get to the end of the match. So the end of the match, basically Natalya hit a power bomb on Liv Morgan. Was it Liv Morgan? Let me make sure. Yeah, it was Liv Morgan. She hit a power bomb on her. Bayley hit an elbow drop, and then Sasha Banks hit a frog splash. But after Bayley hit the elbow drop, she tried to go for a heat-seeking missile suicide dive, which is a suicide dive from the bottom rope. The bottom rope. In between the middle and the bottom rope. That little the first space. She tried to hit one of them joints. She just threw her body at them. She didn't even go straight. She went and then her body just curved. So it was like her body went sideways into them. And then Sasha Banks hit a frog splash and won the match. What the fuck? Like, they don't need to be doing, like, this high flying stuff has really ruined pro wrestling, and I mean that in the, like, not a bad way. Like, I'm not trying to sound like one of them old people that like hates on wrestlers that do like flippy shit, because I like it. It's cool sometimes, but not all the time. But it has encouraged people to think they can do it. Some people can do it. Seth Rollins does it perfectly. Daniel Bryan even does it, even though he's not supposed to, because he's gonna fucking kill himself with his concussions. Samoa Joe does it correctly. Leo Rush, all the cruiserweights do that shit. But now it has enabled other people to do high flying shit when they're not good at it. Sasha Banks has done so many suicide dives, and she's only connected one of them. Yeah, like correctly to where she didn't kill herself. She did one where she did the leader where she stood on her neck. Did another one where she smacked her face directly into the LED board because Oscar like tried to counter and she fucked up. Oh, we could talk about this one of them where she like flung herself into a barricade, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, Sasha, stop it! You're going to kill yourself. And Bailey doing this shit, nah, B, you good. You good at what you was doing before. Don't be doing this shit. Don't be like Sasha. Be less like Sasha. But yeah, that it was a cool match for what I expected. I didn't expect no big match. It's not like WWE put any bill before it. They literally made the match a week before. Anyways, we get to one of my favorite matches of the night, which is the NXT Women's Championship matches. We had Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane, the champion, and a rematch from NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Was it 4? Yeah, Brooklyn 4. That's crazy. So the story behind this is that basically Kairi Sane escaped with the victory, and Shayna wants a rematch, so she got it. And this match was really good. Sane and Baszler just have great in-ring, what's the word I'm looking for? Chemistry. They know how to perform good matches with each other. They know how to have good performances with each other. This is no different. Now, I want to point out one thing because it's going to make sense towards the end of it. During the entrances, they show all the NXT women in the crowd. It was like Bianca Belair. I saw Candice LeRae. It was somebody else. But then the main people you see first is Marina Shafir and Jasmine Duke, a.k.a. the two other people in the Four Horsewomen, also known as Shayna Baszler's friends. So yeah, just keep that in mind as I talk about this match. So yeah, this match was really good. There was Shayna Baszler doing her arm manipulation stuff, trying to be like Pete Dunne, but much worse because she made me like jump out of my seat when she pulled Kairi Sane's arm back. She worked on her arm a lot, and Kairi Sane actually sold her arm. Like she would like not move her arm when she would do offense. Kairi Sane hit an outside crossbody that was really clean. Let's see what else, because there was a lot of stuff going on, but I remember Baszler and Sane just hitting each other with a lot of offense. Let's see. Trying to remember this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I didn't come more prepared, but there was a lot going on that you just had to see for yourself. But Shayna Baszler working on her arm was really good. The next thing happened was when Kairi Sane was on the outside, she flung Shayna Baszler into the NXT women, and I thought, oh, Bianca Belair is gonna get involved because it seemed like she's getting a title push because she was on NXT TV telling William Regal, I want a title shot because I'm undefeated. So I thought she was gonna get involved. Nope. So basically, what's her face pulled up? Jasmine Duke tried something. Kairi Sane kicked her. Marina Shafir tried something. Kairi Sane hit her with something. So then we get to the actual match. She gets back into the ring. Marina Shafir tries to do something. She get kicked in the face. What's her face? Kairi Sane tries to do more offense. Jasmine Duke gets in the way. She hits her. And then Shayna Baszler gets Kairi Sane for the, what's she called? The Kirifuda clutch, which is basically a rear naked choke. She puts in a rear naked choke, and Kairi Sane passes out. And we have a new 2-time NXT Women's Champion. She might be the first 2-time NXT Women's Champion, but nonetheless, Shayna Baszler is NXT Champion once again. And I'm happy because Shayna Baszler has been the most consistent champion in NXT right now. She beats everybody's ass. Her character works with the title perfectly. Just like Tommaso Ciampa in the title. Like they just hand in hand. And her without the title was weird. But now that she has the title, boom. And it seems like this feud is not over with because now they're going to implement the other Four Horsewomen because she picked them up and like went back stage and went backstage off the camera and type stuff. So yeah, Shayna Baszler is a 2-time NXT Women's Champion. Good match. It was good. I thought it was gonna be bad. The crowd was into it, surprisingly. I didn't think the crowd was, because the crowd does ain't no sell anything that's not SmackDown or Raw, unless it's an actual. NXT show. So yeah, that was a good match. So after that, there was other stuff we've been talking about, Evolution, yeah. So then we got to the other match I was looking forward to, the third match I was looking forward to, because the other two matches was the Mae Young Classic finale and the NXT Women's title match. One kind of disappointed me, one was cool. This match was lit. The last women's standing match is we had Charlotte Flair take on the SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch has the best character on WWE TV on the main roster. Her character is amazing. That mean streak has helped Becky Lynch tremendously, because before I got tired of Becky Lynch with her little stupid ass puns and her trying to be all funny and shit instead of actually trying to wrestle. So now that they made her more serious while still getting cheered because the people really like Becky, I fucks with Becky a lot now. And this match was really fucking good. They tried to kill each other, and they also was telling to me, they were telling a story with some of the stuff that Charlotte was saying before she lost the match. So they start the match. There was like them trying to knock each other down. The referee was counting. And then it didn't really get lit till Becky Lynch just pulled out a kendo stick and started beating the shit out of Charlotte. She just took out a kendo stick and started beating the fuck out of her. And Charlotte was overselling the fuck out of it. She acted like she got hit with a goddamn baseball bat because she was holding her shoulder like that shit hurt. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. After that, there was chairs involved. I don't know if they were connected because my dorm... Okay, so she did hit Charlotte with the chair. Okay, whatever. The crowd chanting, you deserve it. But at my dorm, because I'm in college, they were giving out free spaghetti. So, I had to no-sell that part of the match for the spaghetti, because the spaghetti was definitely worth it. That shit was lit. That spaghetti was lit. So I came back in there, and the match was still lit because Charlotte tried to break Becky's neck by slamming her onto a bunch of chairs. It was like a back suplex or something like that. But Becky looked like she broke her neck, head, whatever, which is funny because, the one part of the story, or at least in the video package, that she told Edge, don't break your neck when you leave the ring. So that was pretty funny. So then after that, we just got more crazy shit. We got a ladder out of nowhere. Becky Lynch slammed Charlotte on the ladder. And then Charlotte hit a figure 8. Like, she put Becky's legs through the ladder rungs and hit a figure 8. That was something for a close one. Then we got to the best part. One of the best parts. They put the ladder on the outside, took the stuff off the top of the table. Becky put Charlotte on the table and hit a leg drop off the ladder through the table. And then she tried to pull a Tommaso Ciampa. This is one of the best parts of the match, too. So after Charlotte was about to be counted out, she looked at Becky and she was like, is this all you got? And I was like, oh, shit. So then Becky Lynch started turning up. She just started hitting her. She kicked her in the face, hit her with a bunch of punches, all types of crazy shit. Then this is the part that made me laugh. She did the Tommaso Ciampa. If you remember, it wasn't that long ago. It was like 2 months ago. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Tommaso Ciampa, in their last man standing match, tried to bury Johnny Gargano. Literally, he put barricade pieces, the announced chairs on there. He did all kind of crazy stuff. And then put a guy on top to make sure he doesn't get up. And eventually he got up, but I thought that was really funny. And that's what Becky did. She put all of the announce chairs on top. Then she took a piece of a table. She put that on top of them. Oh shit, how could I forget? That was the funniest part. We had a Botchamania moment that will forever be remembered. I am the table. Because there was a moment where Charlotte hit a moonsault off the top rope, tried to put it through the table, and the table just fell over. So the table didn't even break. So then Charlotte did it again, and she eventually broke the table because she had a swanton bomb through the table, and then Becky got up, and then we got to the point where I'm talking about now. So Becky took a piece of the table and put it on top of put the table pieces on top of her, and then Charlotte got up eventually. So then we get towards the end of the match, where basically Charlotte started going off. Becky Lynch tried to take the title and just run away, and Charlotte pulled up. So she started fighting her. She spit on the outside. And then eventually she started dragging Becky Lynch because this is a dumb babyface syndrome or something like that, where you just ignore logic. She had Becky down, but instead she dragged Becky, set up a table, and she tried to do something. She tried to, I think she tried to hit a moonsault through the table on the outside. It didn't work because Becky Lynch powerbombed her ass through the table, and Charlotte died. Like, she was struggling to get up. I love that. I love the attention to detail. So basically, she got put through a table. Charlotte was struggling to get up, yelling in pain, selling the table spot, and then the referee count to 10, and boom, Becky retained the title, and it was amazing because Becky should be SmackDown Women's Champion for the rest of eternity until there's a better character to take it off of her. So yeah, this is a really good match. This is probably match of the night. This should have been the main event, other than the main event we got between what's her face, Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella. But yeah, this match was good. I enjoyed it. I like the story being told, how Becky was trying to kill this bitch because that's what she's trying to do, and Charlotte's like, do whatever you had to do. Like, I don't know. You just gotta watch it for yourself. I like the match. I really enjoyed it. It was really good match. So then we got oh shit. I have to mention this because it's gonna tie up towards the end of the video, I guess. So then there was a part where they start showing the Crown Jewel card, and if you are anything of a wrestling fan, then you know this whole controversy with WWE. They're still deciding to go to Saudi Arabia after they literally killed somebody and admitted to it. They tried to first say they didn't do it, then they was like, fuck it, yeah, we did it. Killed the whole entire journalist and cut that man up into pieces. I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at how fucked up that shit is, and WWE is still having a show there. So that's pretty much, the fans booed the hell out of it, and then eventually they cut the audio off so the announcers could get their stuff off, talking about this card. And apparently during the show they cut the Titantron off so the people wouldn't see the match card or whatever for Crown Jewel and start booing. So yeah, I'll mention more about that in the at the end of this video, talking about if I'm gonna do a review for this show, because I don't know. So we get to the Raw Women's title match. We had Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. Nikki Bella came out with the flag. It said Bellalution with her sister. Ronda Rousey came out. The match happened. It started really with Ronda Rousey. It really started with Ronda Rousey just basically bullying Nikki Bella. She got her arm in a hold and just start like trying to move her mouth, trying to make her talk or whatever. The match turned when the Bella twin sister, Brie Bella, got involved. I don't know what the fuck is. I don't know why I couldn't remember her name. So Nikki Bella pushed her face into the ring post. They didn't even have the big ass Titantron ring post. They had the regular old school ring post. And then Brie Bella threw her face in there too because fuck it. So basically Nikki Bella was getting a lot of offense in the middle of the match, carrying it, with Brie Bella eventually getting involved. So then eventually Nikki Bella tried to go for something, and Ronda Rousey moved out the way, and Nikki Bella hit her head or her neck on the, I don't know what happened. I think she was just selling it, but she basically slid out to the outside. So then she got back in the ring. Ronda Rousey started hitting stuff. She hit a double spinning, whatever the fuck her move is. I guess this is a Samoan drop, but it's like she spins with it with both chicks on her shoulder. Then she just started going off on Nikki Bella. She started punching her, did her little thing where she like rolls over and flips the person. It's kind of like a monkey flip, but her version of it, I don't know. So then eventually she took Brie Bella and threw her over the announce table. I thought she was going to put her through it, but she threw her over the announce table, got back into the ring, and then the ending of the match was basically Ronda Rousey hitting a armbar, transitioning off the top rope. So it was like the transition into an armbar, but she did it off of the top rope. Both landed on the in the middle of the ring. Ronda Rousey hit the armbar. Nikki Bella tapped out instantly. The match is over. That was your main event. Like I said, the last one standing match should have been the main event, because at least that match would have like ended the show correctly. But I guess you got to end it with the face. You got to end it with Ronda Rousey, who they're trying to, from what it looks like, they're trying to allude that Ronda Rousey is the reason for this women's for the women being taken serious when it's really the four horsewomen. But we'll keep it moving, I guess. And it would have made sense too that Becky and Charlotte main event. I just thought about that. It would have made more sense for them to main event because they are part of the reason why women's wrestling is being taken serious in WWE because of their matches in NXT. They were having those matches that the women wanted to have. So yeah, after that, Ronda Rousey stands tall, gets to the apron, all the women are celebrating. Yay! End of the show. You want my overall thoughts? I thought the show was cool. Like I said, it was a good pay-per-view. A lot of the matches were really good. I'm trying to end this video because this shit is way too fucking long. I don't really rate shows. I'll just say if it's a good or bad or okay show. This was actually a good show. It was very enjoyable. If there's matches you want to watch, I say check out the NXT Women's title match and the SmackDown title match. SmackDown Women's title match. So yeah, back to this Crown Jewel gimmick. I don't know if I'm even gonna watch the show because I have a class at like 9 o'clock on Fridays, and I don't know what time the show starts. I mean, shit. If I have nothing to do, I'll watch it. I'm not really excited for it. The matches haven't really got me excited, if that makes any sense. Because I mean, the WWE Championship match, okay, AJ and Daniel Bryan, but who knows how good that match is gonna be because they've been cucking the fuck out of AJ with his title reign. Like they be set in a feud with somebody really good, a la Shinsuke or Samoa Joe, and then it takes them the third match to actually have a good match, while the other two are just like, oh, okay, oh, that was a really good match, oh, the feud's over. So I really hope that's not how this goes, and I'm pretty sure that this is how it's gonna go. As for what match am I looking forward to? As for the Universal Championship match, because, you know, Roman Reigns vacated the title, I'm not looking forward to Brock and Braun Strowman because they had a shitty match at No Mercy, and I know the match is not going to get better because both of them are not going to change the moveset. So if I do a review, it'll be on YouTube. If I don't, you know why. And I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm woke all of a sudden and be like, I'm not watching this because the journalists got killed, and it's fucked up that Saudi Arabia did it, and it's even more fucked up that WWE is still gonna do the show. But we're not gonna sit up here and act like this is the first. It might be the first time, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I was about to say something stupid, but I don't know. I'm not about to sit up here and act like WWE wasn't not good. I knew they weren't going to cancel this show. They getting too much money from the Saudi Arabians to cancel this show. I knew they weren't going to do it. But I'm not going to sit up here and act like Saudi Arabia is the first country to fucking kill somebody innocent, because a lot of shit has happened in this country alone, and we still celebrate it as the greatest country of all time, even though they killed a lot of fucking people terribly at that. If you want to see something, look up Emmett Till. But I'm not a political or none of the other type shit. I'm just here to talk about wrestling. So, yeah, if I watch the show, I'll review it. If I don't watch it, I won't review it. You can check my Twitter. I might say something. I don't know. It depends. It just depends if anybody else is doing it. If they're not doing it, I probably won't. I'll just stand back. I'll take the L. Because 2 weeks later, Survivor Series is going to come out. And I still don't understand how they're going to come up with a card for Survivor Series when the Crown Jewel show is this upcoming Friday. A week after that, not that exact week, but the next week is Survivor Series. Like, how you going to build up one of the big four pay-per-views when like less than 2 weeks? I don't know, but it's WWE, whatever. And I can't even be like, oh, I'll just go watch New Japan, because New Japan's fucking up because they're getting Americanized right now. Their new management is kind of fucking things up. But anyways, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Do you support me? Please share this with everybody. I really want to get over with this shit. But yeah, follow me on all my social media links down in the description below. Let me know if there's anything you like, you didn't like, whatever. I'm trying to prolong this. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.